This is, we're going to try to do a little tutorial on how to change the drive belt and the clutch belt on an Xmark walk behind. This is a turf tracer. I'm not sure if it's going to be the same for the laser, but I don't know if this is the proper way to do it. This is how we're going to do it. We've got it picked up here and there so for illustration purposes so you can see. Hey Dale, you want to catch these? Or I'm just throwing them on ground feed. We ain't gonna do anything in different all we do is not on that.
Absolutely.
I'm probably still gonna cuss you for mashing my finger about cutting it off.
Well, my fault.
Well, you mean it wasn't your fault.
You put your finger there.
I think there's some instructions online, maybe somewhere, and maybe in a manual on how to actually do this. And it might be, you know, without, but they're probably smarter than I am because I can't figure out how to do it without taking a few parts off. So you probably can't see it in this video, but there's an idler pulley right above this drive hub right here. And so you got this spring right here for the tensioner, if you can see that. So we're gonna see if we can figure out how to get this belt off and get it on the other side of the tensioner. All right, Dale, we might as well we're gonna drop this right here down again. I won't fit in there with it. Oh. 1/2 inches. We're out of gear up there, aren't we? Are we out of gear? Yeah. I can't wait to see the comments on this one. They'll be like, hey, you big dummy, didn't you know you could like go through here and go through there with this belt? Anyway, if you don't want to read that paperwork or don't have it, this is how you're going to do it. So we're gonna roll the belt, the clutch belt for the deck off. Just to get us a little bit extra play because we gotta drop this piece out a little bit. So we roll that off. Drop the pin here, the pivot pin. And at this point right here, I think we could just leave this let down like this for now, just instead of taking the whole assembly out. We're just gonna leave it at that position right there. We need to let it down just a little bit. I'm gonna drop it down some. I'm gonna loosen that right there back up again. This is the pivot for your idler. So up in here, we couldn't figure out how to get the belt to clear the engine deck frame and to to get it from out behind this idler. So we loosened this bolt, which is the pivot bolt for it, and that'll let it drop down. You don't have to take it all the way out, just loosen enough to let it drop down and gain some space between it and the plate, and you can get it out. It's a 9/16. There is some spring tension on this, so watch your fingers. You might get them mashed.
Don't put them in there.
All right, here it is. We got it, I think, low enough maybe for it to clear right here. We'll find out. So you slip the belt off just like so. Now at this point, to get this belt out of here, it would have to come off of this pulley. And you can see too, right here, there's a clearance issue right here. You can't get the belt out of the sheave right there because of this nut. So when we originally changed this belt, we had to take this nut loose, push that bolt back to gain some clearance to get this belt out right here. But once you get this out, you drop this whole piece down, and this tension chain right here, this is how you take the tension off of your drive belt. You will have to take it loose from this split ring right here, because that split ring is kind of inside your belt, so you'll have to remove that as well. Pull that way. That's gonna go right through there. Yeah. Let me get this back on this other side. Get that up above that. Oh, we got some play. So I got right there. Hey Dale, can you pull that real slow like? A little bit more? Hold it right there. Alright, you can let it go right there. Alright, so you can see we've got it on the pulleys, sheaves, whatever you want to call them, then it goes back there and goes around the back side of the tensioner. And now we'll get the pin back in this. Pick it back up. What I do with my 9/16. All right, we'll snug this back up. Get this back up where it goes. Easy enough, huh? All right. This pin's kind of hard to put in once you take it out. We've done this before, but once you get it lined up, don't hit it with a hammer. There's really no need to hit it with a hammer. You just got to get it lined up right, because it goes in a recess up in the deck. So once you get it lined up just right, it'll just pop right into place. Just a little bolt right here. Snug that up. Our spring back off. So there's a little bushing that the spring ride's on to keep from wearing the bolt. You can see it right here. Make sure your spring's seated up onto that. Okay, so that's kind of back. We got the guard, we got the little cover we got to put back on. So we're gonna go ahead and put this back on, and we'll be right back with you. Put this back on, Phil. We've got Wes a job. Wes is gonna have a new job. So we're back. We got the brace put on over the pulley assembly in the back, and this is probably not real hard to do, probably self-explanatory, but we'll show you. You need two people to do this. So we're gonna put the drive belt on the engine pulley. In order to do that, Wes can go over here and show you. There's a little pull chain. Dale's gonna pull it for me here in just a second. Dale, show them right there where it's at. That pulls the tensioner for your drive belt. Okay, yeah, go ahead. And then once you pull that all the way out, you can put your drive belt up on. It goes on that top groove. Okay, Dale, you can let it go. And so it gives you good tension so that it drives your pumps properly. And your deck belt, your clutch belt, with it out of gear, you know, you've got to put it in gear. You can just wrap it right up on. And if it don't go, if it's a little tight and it don't want to go, then you can just get it to like that. Then you can just roll the engine. This is a new engine, it's never had gas or anything in it. But before you do anything to this mower, pull the spark plug wires off the spark plugs, and that way it can't fire up on you and cut your hand off. So anyway, you can roll it on. That's the process, just like that. So, and if you take the deck off of it, and this one has a pretty full tank of fuel in it, it'll usually just kind of rear up and set like this on its own. So it's a lot easier to do this job if you drop the deck off of it. So I think that's all we're gonna do on this video. Thank y'all for checking us out, and if you like what you see, subscribe and like and share, and hopefully we'll have another one later. See you later.